Welcome to this post-game press conference, the 2024 NCAA Division III Men's Lacrosse Tournament. Third round action, Salisbury defeating Swarthmore 18-7. Left to right, we have the head coach Jim Berkman and Brice Bromwell and Reagan McNemar from Salisbury. So, Coach, just first general statement on the game that was.
It was just, first of all, congratulations to Swarthmore, a tremendous season, winning the Centennial Conference, at one time reaching high as I think 5 or 6 in the country. Wasn't quite sure why we were playing them in the round of 16 when at one time when they were 5th or 6th in the country. But congratulations to our guys getting out of the gate very quickly tonight. Tremendous first quarter. The two guys we have with us today, Reagan McNemar shutting out Strauss, one of the top attackmen in the country, just a tremendous defensive performance. And Brice really getting out of the gate tonight and getting us going, was 5 for 8 for shooting and for 6 points. He put on a show of how to shoot the ball. Hats off. Excited to be moving forward.
Well, Brice, let's build on that. You scored the first 2 goals of the game through the legs of the goalkeeper. You had that circus goal in the third quarter. What was allowing you to see the net so well today?
Coach focused on watching film and stuff since last night, and I just thought the goalie had a wide stance, so I was going 5-hole. That's pretty much all it was.
And Reagan, you guys had a great defensive showing, and then indicative of just how good the team was across the entire field. That goal in the first quarter where I think it was Stafford made the deflection, you picked up the ground ball, got it to DeFazio, got it to Wong, who scored it in the goal. Can you just talk about the synergy between you guys on the back line and you guys on the front line?
Yeah, so Coach last night, he told us there was 2 jobs. It was the offensive guys needed to watch film and watch, their goalie because he's very good. And he told us, to watch those 4 guys on Swarthmore, and he said, do your job. And I think on both sides of the ball, we were able to do our job, and we took care of that. So yeah, I mean the energy's awesome. Actually, Jerry and Bryce Stevenson both came over to my house today, and we watched two separate games of film because we had so much time today. Just making sure that we were doing our due diligence, and I know Bryce and those guys took care of business today too in terms of watching film. So
I'll open up for questions.
Brice, obviously holding. Oh,
it's all good.
Reagan. Holding Carter Shock to obviously 0 points. I mean, highest point scorer on that team. What aspect of your individual game do you think really helped excel that?
Yeah, I think my preparation, that really helped to kind of understand, when you watch film, you're watching, what kind of moves they're making, what they're doing off ball. I think that's a big part of today. And obviously, my teammates around me, Ransom staying tall, for the outside shots, see the defense talking to me, making sure I'm getting through picks. I thought it was it's a team effort, and just making sure we're prepared and working as a team.
Awesome. And Brice, you obviously with 5 goals. I mean, you talked about a lot. You were going for 5-hole. You also seem to attack that side of the box a lot and really kind of a lot of shots on the run. Was that something you were looking to try and do more today?
It's just something I'm comfortable with. I mean, I'm definitely a big righty. That's just my game. I don't have much of a left hand, so I'm going to go down the right alley. And, I mean, if they give it to me, I'm going to shoot it. So.
I'll go ahead. Coach, you guys obviously have so many talented attackmen, so many talented guys on that first and second midfield line. How have you kind of seen that group step up? Where any given night you might have Chris Wong throw a hat trick up. Obviously, Jude with 6 points, Brice with 5 goals. How do you think that makes you guys such a hard team to kind of hold down when you get into these tournament games late in May?
Well, first of all, I'd like to just commend Chris Wong and Ty Keaton on their development. Remember, they're kids too that didn't start at the beginning of the year, and one who replaced Riley Strub, who was at the time I think our leading goal scorer. And it just seems that for Chris, every game he gets better every game and puts himself in positions that exploit any mistake by the defense. And hats off to him. He's just been a tremendous asset and gets better every game. Ty has really helped us to alleviate some of the being a former midfielder. some of the polling. I think for a tremendous amount of time tonight they had 3 polls up top, and he was drawing a short stick, and the offense hasn't gone stagnant when that happened. But the development of those two, I think, is pretty special to these guys that are so talented to be able to have some continued success. Because we have 6 weapons on the field at any time. In the second midfield, Charlie White's really come up with some big goals. Sanchez and then Lucas Ingley is slowly developing over the course of the year and has really filled that role, so that you have the relief when we need it, and still scoring and not being stagnant when we got to sit and rest the first line. So we definitely have 9 guys there that are talented individuals and play well together. And then when you have probably one of the best feeder of all time in Division III there, he makes everybody get another step, and those guys have capitalized on that.
Yeah, and then I know we talked about this something similar yesterday, so I won't harp on it too much, but today had to double check this one upstairs. Jude moving into second all-time in Division III in points, only behind Ryan Gephardt, Stevens MIT. If you could just talk about what his status in Division III is, one of what he's slowly becoming, and now quickly one of the all-time greats at this level.
Well, he just is a kid that sees things before it happens, and that's one thing. There's a lot of people that see things before they happen, but it's the second thing. He has the skill to be able to deliver it, and put the ball where it needs to be, and he just has the foresight and the lacrosse IQ of a world-class soccer player that knows where to be without the ball, and where it needs to go before he gets it. And he has that special ability that is very unique. And we're sure glad that he's on our team.
Reagan, you were a 4-year man at Towson, came here for your graduate year, and just got your first NCAA Division III tournament experience wearing the golds on a Sunday in May. Can you speak to what it was like for you getting to play in these couple games this weekend?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, it was awesome. Unfortunately, we never had that experience. My time in Towson. Obviously, Coach Berkman gave me a great opportunity by being able to come down here and pursue that MBA as a graduate degree, and then also be able to play lacrosse at a high level. And obviously, there's a lot of experience around here in terms of playing late into May and playing in May. So I'm just happy to be here, happy to be a part of it, and just excited for my teammates.
And Coach, just to wrap things up, looks like it's going to be Washington and Lee in the quarters next weekend with Tufts and St. John Fisher also on that side of the bracket. What's the message to your team going into the second weekend?
Well, obviously we're very excited to be advancing and to be playing at home, and we have tremendous opportunity. But we got to play a great team, WNL, who's had a great season. They won the ODAC regular season. They beat Lynchburg twice at Lynchburg, which is one of the hardest places to play in the country. We got to have a great week of preparation. We're excited for the opportunity to advance in the tournament on our home field, and feel blessed to have the opportunity to move forward with the group of guys that we got.
Well, gentlemen, congratulations, and we'll see you next weekend.
Thanks, guys.